gonna watch a samurai movie.
Harakiri.
I don't even remember why I got this film, but I saw it, I think because it went to Tribeca and did really well there. And so I bought it because I love anything that's samurai.
Be careful. And then careful. I'll put this back in this now. Can't have discs. Can't mess up discs always. Oh my god, one-handed. Everything is. Oh.
Another good one. Spielberg. Put it into the section. I just finished watching the movie and I think it was really good. It was kind of slow, but slow in like a normal samurai movie slow. A lot of them like to take a lot of time to really focus on environment and nature and colors and emotion and everything else. But I kind of love that. So anyway, yeah, it was way more about like people and poverty and honor and what people do to gain honor. The end scene was kind of epic. It was just like an end battle scene. But yeah, it was very different from a lot of other samurai films that I've watched. So I always kind of love these type of films just because I love the atmosphere usually. I love the outfits. I love the respect that is always shown in Japanese culture and specifically in samurai films, just because it's just this extremely traditional masterpiece of a craft that these people take part in. So yeah, very sad, but good. So I have been writing all day. Like I watched a movie, I played soccer in the morning, and then I've been writing. I've actually been so focused on what I've been writing that I almost forgot to vlog today, like other than what I vlogged earlier today, because I'm writing so much. One thing I'm doing in my rewriting process is taking out scenes or characters or dialogue or descriptions. And that part of the process is actually very difficult for a lot of people because you're kind of completely erasing things that you spent a lot of time on earlier in your script writing process. So how do you make that easy, or maybe a better way of putting it, how do you deal with that? One thing I've just realized like 5 minutes ago when I was redoing one scene is figuring out that you can reduce a scene to be shorter is actually really fulfilling. For example, I had characters entering this big gate with these people cheering them on, and they do this whole scene where they're going through this gate and entering this new area. And I realized that that kind of wasn't necessary. Nothing in that moment progressed the story. It was just trying to have some quick little laughs and trying to establish this area. But I'm able to do that without even having a gate there at all. I just put a bridge there instead and reduced tons of dialogue. And that, to me, instead of feeling like, oh, I spent all this time on that prior scene, or on that scene when it existed, now it's better because it's more concise and I know that this makes sense, taking that out. So I guess I just have a much better mentality. I choose to be positive instead of negative, when I'm taking out scenes. And I do that because it is very important to get your script to be the right length that it truly needs to be. I know this won't hit 90 pages, like I'm at 115, which still for a comedy is a lot, but I do know exactly how I'm going to shoot this, and there's a lot of very quick scenes that kind of need a lot of descriptions, and so I probably will be shorter than the actual page length in the end. What I mean by that is, let's just say it was 120 pages. That usually means it's supposed to be a 2-hour film, but the way I tend to write, I usually will be a few pages or minutes less in reality, but you never know. And on top of that, you want the pages to fit the genre for the most part. And if you give people a 120-page comedy script, people are usually going to be like, what? It's just not normal for a comedy to run that long. Usually because comedies tend to not dive that deep into character backstory or scenes backstories. They kind of just jump right into things and get in and out. It's a lot more for the comedic factor than the story factor, I guess. One of my issues that I know right now is that I have a lot of characters that are constant throughout my entire script. So I need a lot more time to focus on what they're doing in the story. And I have a lot of characters that are consistent. I can count them. 12? I think 12. Around 12 characters are pretty consistent in this script, and it's not an ensemble. It's supposed to follow 2 characters, but then more come and go, come and go, come and go. But at this point, once I go through this whole script and I know that I'm good with how it is, that's where I'm actually going to start giving it to several different people to read so that I can get their feedback about what they think works and doesn't work. And I'm not going to ask them, oh, what scenes can I take out? I'm just going to see what they think. And then when they're done and they talk to me about it, then I'm going to start picking their brains about what scenes do you think didn't really land very well, or was anything unnecessary? Because it's very good to get third-person points of view. So yeah, that's kind of the process of what I'm doing with my script right now. It's really exciting because I'm so close. I'm actually going to go brew up a cup of tea so that I can stay up hopefully for a couple more hours, which should get me to the end. That's the goal. So yeah, that's why today isn't a very exciting vlog day, but it is exciting in this sense, writing wise, life dreams and all that stuff. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and comment about anything that you might like to ask or talk about or that you find interesting. And yeah.